Are you done wiping your nose? Okay, so let's talk Survivor. I want to just talk about that opening. I'm just gonna go right into this discussion. No introductions. So the beginning, like the absolute opening, I loved how like because it wasn't widescreen when they first filmed it, it seemed like they stretched the image to make it widescreen, and it looked like shit. Like some of those, like in the opening cinematic, some of the clips from the old seasons look so bad. I don't know. What did you think of that?
Well, there's obviously gonna be a difference. We've got 4K now.
I know, but you'd think they could have just put it in 4x3 and added some borders or something. But I mean, honestly, there's nothing they could have done. I would have just, I don't know what I would have done
Well,
in that.
maybe they did it for nostalgia
It was
purposes.
so awkward. It looked so
Make
awkward.
it evident that it's the old stuff.
It was so awkward. It was funny. I was trying to reach for this freaking water. Talk about awkward. All right, so then we got the two tribes, and I have absolutely no opinion on the two tribes. None. I didn't know if they're even. I don't know the players on it. I watched Survivor. I didn't watch every single season. We recently got into it again, though. Well, not recently, but a couple years ago we started watching. Yeah. So we do plan on reviewing other reality shows. Like when Big Brother comes on, we're reviewing that too. But okay, so Winners at War, just the concept. I love it. Wish there was 40.
I loved it. 40.
I wish there was 40 people. All 40 people. You get Richard Hatch out of jail for his freaking tax evasion charges, and you get him on Survivor.
He's not in jail.
He was in jail for a while. It's a joke, Amanda. Jeez Louise. And then, you know, like did both tribes won a challenge? I feel like the Blue Tribe ended up winning second episode. Obviously, there's spoilers in here, guys, just so you know. Don't remember what it's called. Blue Tribe, literally, the guy just goes for the rings. And keep in mind, Wendell from the other tribe, like the tribe that was winning the whole time. Yeah, it was Red. He's pretty good at doing the hoops. So was it Tyson? That's his name? The beach dude, you know.
That is Tyson.
Tyson. Yeah. Both of those guys are good at throwing rings, but man, the Blue Tribe, don't know that dude's name, but he just did all three. First try, boom, it was done, and I was just like, wow.
That's Jeremy.
Oh, okay, maybe it was, yeah. So now let's just get into the evictions. So the first tribe evicted Natalie, yeah, and I was kind of surprised at that. I thought they were going to go after Jeremy first. And I'm going to tell you why. Because they're both pretty strong players. But I was like, if you're going to piss somebody off...
Jeremy's in the other tribe, dude.
No, I'm talking about the first eviction.
No, the first eviction, they were talking about either Adam or the other lady.
Who got voted out?
Natalie got voted out.
Who was her... Jeremy is Natalie's compadre. You're wrong.
No, it wasn't Jeremy's name.
What's his name?
It was... I just said it a few moments ago.
Okay. Natalie, right, is the black girl, and Jeremy is the black guy.
And you're pronouncing it...
Jeremy.
Thank you, but it was not Jeremy.
Let's Google this right now.
Maybe you're right.
Yeah, I'm right. You're wrong, you racist. I specifically
don't even use that word.
I specifically remembered his name.
I was thinking of the beach guy, the surfer guy.
This has been like a terrible recap. Like, we have to do this again because you're so freaking wrong, Amanda.
You actually want to do it again?
Yeah, I do, because you literally... We're not going to spend, like, 5 minutes arguing over who was right. No, we can keep going. We can keep going. Because you know what? I'm just going to edit this argument down. What time is it? We literally spent, like, 2 minutes arguing over this. So, anyways, I thought they were going to go after Jeremy... Because usually if you're going to piss somebody off, like, because they're both strong competitors, Natalie and Jeremy, they're both strong, that you'd want to get out the guy first. At least, you know, I'm happy that they didn't, because to me, I think the biggest mistake tribes make is when they don't keep the tribe strong first and foremost. Like, for the first people, some people vote out, right? It's like they vote the strongest members. They vote the guys, they vote the strongest members, and then they get screwed and have to go to tribal council every freaking night until emerge. Glad they're smart enough to go after the weakest one, but Natalie's by no means the weakest one. There was the older woman there that they could have went after. But I just mean because they wanted to break up a couple, they went after the weakest one of that couple. Rob is definitely on the chopping block, but I think, you know, the thing is, I think people need to remember that this season isn't anonymous people, right? Everybody knows everybody. So everybody knows because Sandra was complaining. I think everybody gets that vibe that Sandra has a problem with Rob right now, and they are definitely going to, because let's go to the second one now, because
she did talk to people about it.
But that was on her tribe. Not the other tribe, but I'm just saying, I think you'd still get the vibe. I think people, when you played Survivor and you're $1 million winner, you know how to read people. So I think they could just see the animosity, like Sandra has, just by looks, just by her looks and attitude towards Rob at the challenges and when they see each other. But I want to go into the second eviction right now because that one was crazy. Where who got voted out? Let's see if you get this one right.
Amber.
I remember her name because that's based off the mosquitoes being frozen in from Jurassic Park. They got frozen in amber. That's how I remembered her name. It was Nedry that was the evil one in Jurassic Park, not Hammond, by the way. Just shout out to my friends. So anyway, so Rob's gonna be pissed off, but like honestly, I would have done the same thing. I don't like leaving couples in, especially a power couple like that. Just both of them winners. Like if you're afraid of Sandra, who won 2 years of Survivor, right?
Mm-hmm.
Rob and his wife Amber both have 2 years combined, so it's the same threat level.
Yeah, but it's been 16 years since Amber played.
It's been how long since Rob played? He's been a couple years from anybody. So there's other people that played less. Like
yeah, but he was still involved in the last season, so he still.
Why wouldn't you break up the couple right away? Why wouldn't you?
I feel like there was another threat that they could have.
You just like Amber. That's why you're upset. You like Amber. I'm just like you feel salty.
I wanted them to go farther than this.
They would have fucking won if they went farther. If they got into the merge, of course they're gonna win. They're both strong competitors. Rob, even despite his age, was literally carrying the team at some points in those challenges. So you want to leave his wife in so that she can cackle with the ladies, and then you're gonna have Rob be one of the boys and able to win challenges. I don't think so. At least Sandra sucks in challenges. If you want to talk about comparing the two like I just did, Sandra sucks at challenges. She always has to sit out.
She jumps at the opportunity to not compete.
And there's a lot of pressure on Sandra because she always brags about being the queen of Survivor. If anybody else wins besides her, then they won 2 years of Survivor just like her.
Yes, but then they would also win over top of her. So really, they would be...
That's a fair point.
Higher up.
That's a fair point
than her.
That's a fair point. But I feel like that's what's going to make her mess up. Like, pick a winner now. Who do you think's going to win out of the people right now? Fresh in the season, we just got 2 evictions. Who do you think's going to get it?
You know I suck at this, but let me think. Who have we seen more of? Like, just trying to think in terms of the winner's edits. Like, who out of this first episode has a winner's edit?
You know, I'm going to go for, you're going to be surprised by my pick here. I'm going to go for, damn, you know, okay, no, you know what, that's cheating. I was going to say, well, we're going to pick a girl and a guy, but no. We're going to pick one person. So, I feel like poverty is such a threat, and nobody has ever, like, nobody gives her credit. Like, she's such a manipulative player. She's, like, beautiful. I mean, she doesn't have as much beauty as she did when she was younger, obviously. But she always just does a bunch of backstabbing and so good at manipulating, but everybody just doesn't give her credit. But despite that, I'm going to give it to my man Winston. I think Winston's going to fucking win again. I just do. Because he's got the same cool, calm demeanor he did in his other seasons. And to me, like, he was a really physical guy, good at physical challenges, but he's also good at social. He's good at everything. I think Winston's going to win. That's who I'm going for.
Do you remember who Winston is?
The guy with the toothpick in his mouth all the time.
Oh. I still can't even picture him right now, but I know there's a guy with the toothpick in his mouth all the time, yes. What type of people like that? So isn't there always someone a Survivor that's like that? I feel like last season there was too. Okay, who do I think? Feel free to edit this down when I...
Yeah, I know, I will. Pick Tony. I'm gonna put person who I don't think is gonna win is Tony. That's my guy. I don't think is gonna win.
Oh.
How did Tony win his season again? Because he's not very good in the challenges, and he's kind of, I don't understand. I feel like Tony's season, the other people must have just burnt those bridges down, man. And they're like, I'm just picking this idiot. I love you, Tone. Don't get me wrong.
You know, I'll go with Nick.
Nick? Okay.
Only one I remember his name, and he was like an underdog, wasn't he, kind of in his season? And
I guess. So name somebody who you don't think is going to win then.
I don't think is going to win. Well, there's going to be 19 of them, but Rob.
Okay. Yeah.
I'd like to see him go
I would have actually picked Sandra over Rob. You should have picked Sandra. That was a safer bet. Rob has shown he's still just as capable, but Sandra, to me, she just has so much pressure on her.
Yeah.
It's gonna cause her to choke.
And you know what? I wonder if the reason why Rob didn't say anything to her, like he knew that she would just start playing emotional when they got there. I wonder if that's part of his like tactic.
Well, those two could have. I think the producers probably told him not to say anything because those two could have planned ahead and started making alliances and like plans. Like they could have made an alliance with each other before the game started. That would not have been fair.
Yes, but he still had
Amber.
Amber.
So what? Then they would have had 3 because it goes to final 3 anyways.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes,
but they would have went to final 3.
Some have had to build fire. I guess Rob could do that, since he taught them how to do that last season.
So what? Sandra versus Rob for fire making. Sandra can learn to do fire making, especially if they had that much of a notice. Like she had that much of a notice, she would definitely practice fire.
Well, everyone should be practicing fire.
But she would definitely have practiced fire and try to get good enough to beat Rob at fire.
Mm-hmm.
For the final 3. Like, why wouldn't she do that? Why wouldn't you just... Like, that's why he probably couldn't say anything. He probably had to sign an NDA or just told not to do it.
I guess that's possible. I wonder, if they get to a point where they're in the same place, so that will happen. So whether that be at Merge or on Extinction Island.
Okay, that's a good point. I want to bring up Extinction next. Is I do not like Extinction Island. I don't like Edge of Extinction. That's what it's called. I'm going to tell you what. Because I did not like the season, how it ended the last time it was on. I feel like the guy... There was like, I forget who the names of everybody in that season, but it was like, everybody was playing pathetic at the end. Everybody just slogging, going through the mud at the end, and then Mr. Edge of Extinction comes back, literally, like he's the last
refreshed,
thing. Yeah, refreshed. Already
had his like epiphany.
Refreshed. Did 2 freaking moves or did 1 move, I don't know. He did like 2 big moves at the end. He's like, this is the best I could do. This is the best I could do at the possible amount of time. But to me, it's like he literally played a game outside of the game, came back in. Nobody inside the game really had a good way to rebel. People kept bringing up, too, about how, like, well, it sucks that we had to play and slog through. Like, to be the people that were in the game, usually in Survivor, if there's a situation like that, you had to pick the best of the worst. And I just feel like somebody coming in as Superman at the end really wasn't fair. And that's why I do not like Edge of Extinction. The fire tokens concept is fine with me. And I do like at least how like the Edge of Extinction now, the way the Edge of Extinction works is, right, now that you're a pro, you know that people are able to come back. But it's really important not to be an asshole. Because if you're an a-hole, right, and you're burning everybody, you're not going to get those fire tokens when they're on the edge, the fire edge. Now you have to be nice to people, and you got to make sure that they don't think you backstab them when you backstab them.
Yeah.
Or else you're not getting those freaking tokens. I'll tell you right now, somebody wouldn't get my token if they voted me out. Like, it doesn't matter if they're honest about it or not. They're not getting my token. They're like, oh, you got my back, man? Sounds like a stoner when you lend the money. Like, oh, yeah, I'm going to get that back. Like, no. You're not getting my fire token.
But when these deals are happening, are they really going to know who did it? Because I know today, like...
That's what I'm saying. You have to make sure.
The one opportunity, there's only one person on the edge of it was just Natalie there, right? So she knew it was her. But if it wasn't just her, would Sandra have known it was her?
That's what I'm saying. You have to make sure people don't know. You can't be an asshole.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you can't just go after people directly. Like, you can, but the more you do, the less fire tokens you're going to get. And, like, remember, some people might be popular in their alliance. If you send somebody home from the alliance, that could be potential 2 or 3 fire tokens you're not getting because their other alliance members, when they get sent there, are definitely not going to pick you. Like, you need to be on as many good sides as possible, which is going to be challenging for people who are, they're all veterans. And let's be honest, like, everyone's going to have that extra bit of salt when they get voted out. So anyways, we like this season of Survivor. Those are our thoughts. We'd love to hear yours. We're going to be, for this future of this channel, we're going to be trying to do reality show talks. We are going to keep posting some family clips over here and there. The thing is, the soccer channel needs a lot more attention because it's been growing. That's where we have our shop. That's what we make our money from. But we do want to give our baby some attention. So, like, subscribe, share, give some talk down below about what you thought of Survivor. We'll talk to you later.
Bye.